All right, so welcome everyone to our mobility and flexibility class. So it's been about a week since I've seen you all. So hopefully you enjoyed the long weekend. But we'll get started. So as far as equipment, just make sure you have your chair, water nearby. It is warm, so that is one thing that you got to be aware of. You're hydrating well throughout the week. It's supposed to be the warmest, I think, tomorrow and Friday. So keep that in mind. Chair, yoga mat, and then just an item that we could put shoulders out. Hey, Carmen. And yeah, maybe just a golf ball to allow our arches too. So good morning, Marisol, Olivia, Debbie, Kathleen, Josefina, and Ella. So
Good
welcome.
morning.
Morning. All right, let's go ahead and start with our facial exercises. So you can just open your mouth as wide as you can. Look up, continue holding it open. Once you've looked up, close that jaw. You should feel a nice stretch here. We'll do about 8 of those. Hey, Debbie. Hello. So give me 8 of those. All right, very good. Next, we're gonna go ahead and just do some soft palpations. So from our earlobes, just soft touches down our jawline. Mr. Ahmed, good morning. Yeah, so tomorrow we leave to Fresno, and usually we try and check out the race course before, the day before our competition, but it's supposed to be 104 in Fresno at 4 p.m. tomorrow. So yeah, so no preview. We're just gonna get there, have dinner, and then pretty much go to sleep. Let's go from the side of our eyes down to the side of our cheeks. Yeah, and on race day, race morning, I think at 8 a.m. It's not too bad. I think just like mid 70s, low 80s at 9 a.m. when the men race. But by 2 o'clock, it's over 100. So yeah, Fresno's a hopefully this is the last little heat wave we get. So the summer hasn't been that unpleasant, but I don't know. I'm okay without the heat. Let's go ahead and use our knuckles and just palpate here. Open this door because it's stuffy in here already. Just palpating right here. Very good. Let's puff up our cheeks with air and then just move that air bubble side to side. It's already 78 over here. Now let's move that air bubble up and down to our upper lip and lower lip. And relax your cheeks a little bit right there. Okay. Let's go ahead and start inhaling through our nose. Inhale for about 4 seconds and exhale through a little windpipe for about 6 seconds. So inhale, exhale. Get all that air out. Again, inhale. So 10 more. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and start with our next stretches. So just gently looking left to right. Make sure it's gentle, nothing too aggressive. Now up and down. Remember, if any muscle joints or parts of your body are a little bit tight today or just uncomfortable, then just take it slower. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. Let's do some neck circles. Just gently, neck circles. And clockwise. Morning, Elsa. Good morning, Maria. We'll do 10 each side. Switch. All right, let's go ahead and sit on our left hand. Bring that right hand over and allow the weight of your arm to just stretch. We don't want to tilt our body too much to the side. Let's go ahead and switch. Sit on that right hand. Left arm comes over. Debbie, next week we're gonna be racing towards your neighborhood a little bit. Um, we'll be racing at Shafie College in Rancho Cucamonga. So In case you're available next Friday, we'll be there. I've just been there around 10 a.m., 10, 11 a.m. Is it pretty warm? Let's go ahead and bring that and from the back and then up.
I really don't know. I think so. To me, I like the heat. So
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
complains, but not me.
I'm complaining about like 73 degrees right now. But is it already like in the 80s by 10? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just good to know because we're getting heat advisory notices from our athletic trainers, and I'm like, well, it's only gonna be 80 degrees, and we'll be okay. But I mean, that's for this weekend in Fresno, but I'm not sure how let's switch. How it's gonna be next weekend and out there in Rancho Cucamonga. The nice thing is that most race directors are aware of the environment. So if it gets too warm, they usually try to move up the race earlier. So hopefully that happens if it's too hot. All right, very good. Let's go ahead and then just continue with our upper shoulders and neck. Okay, so right now we're just gonna go ahead and do our turtle head. So shoulders are back and then just head comes forward, back, forward. All right, let's make a little fist here with both our hands in front of us. Leg down and punch forward. And reset. So head down, punch forward. Working on that upper back now. And forward. Very good. All right, let's go ahead and do some shoulder circles. So just nice and upright, and then we're just gonna rotate forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back, up. Okay, now let's go reverse, back, down, forward, up. Pretty good. All right, we're gonna do our scat crouching pose. It might get a little loud. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Okay, so you're hearing some background noise. Got a fan going. So we're gonna reach up from the top all the way to the bottom. And back. Okay, so 10 of those. Doris, morning. 2, and all right, very good. Let's go ahead and just work on our shoulders. So snow angels. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we'll go back and forth now between our shoulders and our back. Just notice when we do shoulders continuously, they get really tired. So let's go ahead, grab the backrest of your chair and just knees forward and just a gentle turn in anything. Switch. Very good. All right, we're just going to do some elbow drops. So elbow up and just drop that forearm. And you don't want that elbow to start dropping. You want to keep it elevated. Arm up here. Drop. 3, 4, 5, 7, very good. 20 minutes in. Let's grab a little bit of water. Make sure we're hydrating. Whew. Ready? So elbows up, out, upper back, right here. I got to show you, folks. Yesterday was Julian's first day of pre-K. So I think there's like 3 years of pre-K because I thought he started pre-K last year, and then I feel like it's gonna be next year again, and then it'll be kinder because he's only 2, and I think kinder's at 5. Okay, shoulder press motion, so not off to your side, but about 30 degrees forward. Press. That full stretch, so elbows all the way down, and then all the way fully extended. About 10 right there. Let's go ahead and do our tricep press down. So here, down, so palms up, press down. One more. Right now, palms down, facing the screen, and then opposite shoulder tap. Just keep your elbows to your side. Make sure you're not swinging them across. Make sure you just elbows stay put. And do a new one here, almost like a lateral raise, but a reverse fly. So we're just gonna go here. So, so you should feel working that from the middle of your back to the outside. It feels pretty good. So two more. That's fine. Good. All right, let's work on that forearm. So we're gonna start making our way down a little bit. So remember forearm, we're just allowing that wrist to collapse past the knee. Pushing, so hand wants to come up, other hand's pushing it down. You should feel tension on your forearm. Okay. So make sure there's resistance for about 3 to 5 seconds. Then relax. It's gonna start back up. Good. So push up with the hand and down with the other. 3, 4, morning is Ramid. 5. Let's do one more. Well, that's 6. 6. And let's switch. So on our total body workout Monday morning class, we didn't meet because of Labor Day, but yesterday I posted a video if anyone wants to get a workout in. There's a recording up there. 3, 4, 5. Right. Very good. Now we're working with our hands. So keep your fingers out straight and then without bending them, bring them to the center of your hand. Right now, bend each knuckle as you're bringing it to the center of your hand. keep doing that. I'm gonna check the chat. We'll do Josefina. So, we'll each knuckle. Now let's make a fist. Open. Have my watch telling me how many calories we're burning. And remember, on these classes, don't expect to burn too much. We're not sweating much. We're not moving too much. So right now we're at about 65 calories. So when we're active, if you want to get your most bang for your buck with calorie burning, you're looking at a HIIT workout like we do on Mondays, or going for a nice walk or jog. You'll probably burn the most there. Let's switch. Again, fingers straight. You don't have to have a question for someone, or maybe, so pretty much I'm just curious if anyone has arthritis on their hands. If you do you mind sharing on the chat? It could just be a private message to me and let me know if this is helping or if this is uncomfortable. But I am curious because I don't think I've worked with someone with arthritis on their hands or their fingers. So let's roll each knuckle. But if you happen to have it, and you could share if you want out loud, or you could just message me privately on the chat. I am curious if, again, I don't want you folks doing stuff that's going to cause pain. All right, so again, make a fist, open. And let's go ahead and do some circles right here. Gentle. Go up and down or in and out. Just, you want to make sure we're moving those joints. Hopefully there's not too much popping or discomfort. All right. Okay. Next, we're going to start moving down to our lower body. So hip openers will be the first one. So knees forward, sit towards the edge of your chair, knees forward, right leg comes out. Don't allow it to collapse. Keep it up. You can have your hand in place, so keep it there. But we're holding that stretch. I'll bring, this is pictures of Julian. So that was him yesterday.
Is that in school?
Oh no, that's here at home.
Oh no, so cute.
So yeah,
Growing.
yeah, he's
Looking more and more like you with the smile.
right. So let's go ahead and switch. It's funny, not until after I saw the picture and he was gone at school, he probably looks like we don't take care of him very well because he has a mosquito bite on his forehead. He has scratches and scabs on his legs. It looks like he just, gets, has a hard time here at home. So, but yeah, no, my wife told me he had a tough time yesterday. But the funny thing is, like, it's the same teachers, they just rotate them. That's my wife, who, if she knows the teacher, and she said it was Julian's first
daycare helper when he was about 11 months old. So there's like a rotation of like three different teachers. So now he's back to the one that had him when he was 11 months old. Kind of cute, I think. So, all right, let's go ahead. Ooh, piriformis stretch. So right ankle and that left knee. Let's push down. So on the little booklet or on the little frame he had, it says his teacher's name, his favorite food, and what he wants to be when he grows up. And so his godfather, Julian's godfather, is a police officer. And so I don't know if you're aware, but police officers and the fire department don't kind of see eye to eye sometimes. It's like two rival teams. And so my buddy, who's a police officer, always sends Julian, um, let's go ahead and hug it. You know, little Hot Wheels that are police cars and other toys like that of the law enforcement. And anyways, on Julian's frame, lately he's been fascinated with fire trucks. So yeah, so it says when he wants to grow up, he wants to be a firefighter. So yeah, they're just having like little battles now. He's like, oh, why do you want to have that profession? So they don't do anything. They just sleep until they get called. So super innocent, but yeah, it's funny. Go ahead and switch. Yeah, before COVID started, I found myself with a lot of free time. So I was about to actually start going to aviation school at Long Beach Airport because I was like, okay, I'm paying off my student loans. Like I have a little bit of free time, have some time, and you know, I want to maybe try. I've always wanted to be like a pilot or fly a plane. So COVID happened, and that window just kind of closed on me a little bit. And then you know, I have my family now, and so yeah, so I started buying Julian little airplane toys and all these things, just kind of planting the seed. Maybe he'll want to be a pilot one day. And so I tell him like, Julian, you're gonna be a pilot, and he's like, no, firefighter. And I'm just like, ah, there goes my free flights. So let's push down. Yeah, but he was always fascinated by looking at the planes outside. But I think now it's a normal thing for him now. So firefighters is what he wants to do.
As you may know, that's what he's saying now. In the future, he may change his
Oh
mind.
yeah, yeah. I remember I wanted to be a pilot until I was about 5, and then I wanted to be a professional soccer player until I was like about 9. Then I don't think I knew what I wanted to be for a few years, and then I got into track and field, and um, yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I'll be a professional runner. And then I got a lot of injuries, and I went to deep tissue massages and physical therapy, and I really liked, you know, that part of like the medical field. Like it's not like a doctor like in a at the hospital, you know, with sick patients. It's with people that are active or want to be active and want to get healthy. And then I remember the LA Lakers had this very um, like humble professional athletic trainer that was working. It's like the team doctor pretty much. And we're gonna do our leg extensions. So I wanted to be that for a second, which is close to physical therapy. And then, yeah, there was just a lot of changes. I was pretty good at math, and I was decent at art. So I was pretty set on being an architect before I graduated high school. And I was going to go to Cal Poly Pomona or Cal Poly San Luis Obispo to do that. And then, yeah, that just didn't happen. I ended up at Chico State. They didn't have an architecture program. I think the closest thing to it was civil engineering. But yeah, I just ended up sticking with the physical therapy idea. And yeah, I went. Now I'm coaching and I'm teaching stuff. And I'm happy, it's awesome. Go ahead and press.
Then your major was physical therapy,
Mine?
your major.
Yeah, so my bachelor's was in exercise physiology, which is pre-physical therapy pretty much. It covers all the basics to get into physical therapy school. So that's what it was. And then it also covers most of the basis for sports medicine for like the athletic trainers. So let's go ahead here. And yeah, and it also covers enough to be a personal trainer. It covers the science behind coaching. So it covers a lot, it's very broad. And so I was like, okay, like I have this major that I could be a physical therapist, go in that direction. I could coach. I could be a nutritionist possibly. I think I had to take a few more nutrition classes, but I ended up getting my minor in nutrition. And then, or I could be a PE teacher, or even a PE teacher for adapted education. Um, and then so I was like, I think I like this major. It's not so specific or funneled like other majors where you only have like a couple careers to choose from. So it gave me some options. And then as I began coaching with my college coach, yeah, I was like, I kind of like this lifestyle. I like working for a school. You still have your off season and like your on season, like your slower parts of the year. And so yeah, so I stuck with that, and yeah, I didn't think. So now we went ahead and did that. Let's go ahead and start going to our lower legs. So we're just gonna do a little bit of movement on our LCL, lateral cruciate ligament, and our MCL here. Okay, so what we're gonna do that's just elevate and just slowly left to right. It's not gonna be this huge swing because then your femur starts turning. So just little movements, allowing these joints or these tendons to move a little bit. So here. And yeah, when I started at Long Beach, I was like, okay, I'm gonna coach, and I was okay with that. As a 23-year-old, um, I thought, when I was at Chico still, right after graduate school, I was working at a physical therapy office. That's kind of where I learned most of like the physical therapy stuff that I incorporate in this class. Switch. Um, but I was also getting paid, I think, $9.50 an hour. And I had about $50,000 in student loans. So I was like, I need to do something else. Um, so yeah, so fortunately, when I started at Long Beach, I started getting asked if I could substitute teach for some professors. And then I never, even considered that idea of like teaching. And yeah, I just got my feet wet with some. Let's go ahead and do some heel raises. Got my feet wet, like subbing some classes. It was a challenge at first. I didn't have a teaching background. And that's the thing with at a junior college, you don't need a credential, and the credential program's usually what teaches you how to like teach and stuff. So all you need is a master's. So I could see why sometimes some of my athletes are like, my professor sucks at teaching. He's not that great. And like I could, emphasize like I could relate because I was probably one of those when I first started too. Who knows? I still might be. Um, so when they tell me, we try to emphasize tutoring and stuff, and now let's do our toe raises. So yeah, I just kept subbing. Other subbing opportunities came up. I think my next one was at Cypress College, um, down the street from here in the city of Cypress near Anaheim. Um, and I was doing Ubering, and I was working at a store as an assistant manager, but I didn't like that too much. That was way more stressful, and the pay was a lot less for the stress that that job was. This were ABCs. So yeah, right before COVID, I was fortunate uh, to get hired at Santa Ana. And, yeah, and that's kind of I've been doing, I guess, my teaching stuff most of the time, or for going on 5 years now, or 4 years, 5 years, yeah, 5 years at Santa Ana now. So kind of neat. I was at Compton College for about a year. That was in person. Cypress after COVID didn't really call me back. I think they reduced some of their classes. But yeah, so and then I picked up personal training um, during COVID. So I've been doing personal training now for a little bit over 3 years. I just had my 3 year anniversary with some of my clients last month. So I've been with them for 3 years. Now they're really good friends. So pretty awesome. All right, let's go ahead and then we're going to be here. Grip the floor and then just relax. We're working on our arches. We're going to be using a golf ball right now. So just get ready to go grab a golf ball. Yeah, so who knows what's next, just I'd be totally happy with coaching, teaching, and personal training, I think the rest of my life. But personal training and teaching wasn't even part of the plan 5 years ago, and now it's a big part of getting my family ahead too. So it's kind of nice. Okay. Let's work on strengthening our arches a little bit more. So if you have socks on, let's remove them. If you don't have socks, grab me a little rag. So again, just want to work on our arches. So hopefully you're barefoot right now. We're gonna just have my sock here. I'm gonna grip, drop, and there it goes. So the fan. So this fan, grip. But you see the yeah, this fan's just blowing my sock away. All right, let's switch. Yeah, so who knows what Julian ends up doing? He might want to be a firefighter. Who knows? He might end up being a pilot for a fire department. So he could do that too. He could do both, right? He could be like the planes that drop the fire retardant on the forest. So alrighty. So let's go ahead. I think let's grab the golf ball so we can massage our feet. So yeah, he could make my dreams come true and his too if he's the pilot for the fire department. So for here and then just roll back and forth. Yeah, maybe I'll entertain the pilot school for myself later on when Julian and Janina are off in college, and we are well off hopefully, and yeah, if we're doing okay, maybe I'll go back to flying into my retirement or something. So I think right now it'd just be overwhelming. Yeah, before I used to get super excited for these traveling trips with the team, like tomorrow for Fresno, and now it's I usually try to shorten the trips a little bit so I'm not away from home so much and I can see the kids. So take off right now. So again, we're just rolling just back and forth. We're not really targeting any pressure points. We're just massaging back and forth. All right, let's grab a pole, an umbrella, anything. We're gonna start on our shoulders. Okay. Grab some water. We have about 20 minutes left. Okay, so side to side. Left shoulder. So up, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Behind the back. 1, your torso back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 30 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 90. 1, And right behind the back. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go behind the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And the last one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alrighty, let's grab those yoga mats. Just gonna check the chat. Oh, sorry, I'm just crawling over here. Someone. Okay. Kathleen had to leave because her baby, her grandkid, woke up. All right, so let's go ahead. Give me one more. So let's go face down on our elbows. Let's place our hands where our elbows are and push. Let's bring our glutes to our heels. So from there, just stretch out those arms forward. Let's bring our right arm under here. Stretch. All right, switch sides. So again, your left arm goes through. Let's get on our fours. We're gonna go cat cow. So wrists right below your shoulders, knees right below your hips. Look down, so arch up, inhale, exhale. So we'll do 10 of these. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Inhale. Halfway there.
Hey, get off of there.
Right. This up. Okay. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and then just shuffle to the left hand side. So adjust your hands, move your arms, your legs don't. From there, you're gonna arch up and glutes to your heels. Drop those elbows. And head down. And set. Let's go ahead, go to the right side. Arch up and glutes back. Set. This way. Okay. And then let's get on our back. A few more exercises. So we're gonna go hands out. We're gonna do knee drops. So from here, sit up position, and then you just drop your knees to the right, to the left. So two more on each side. All right, very good. All right, let's go ahead and a little bit more advanced. So we're gonna bring our legs up. You could cross them or have them here, and then a little bit more range of motion here. So all the way down. So we'll do 6 on each side. All right. And to finish off, we're gonna go with our book openers. Remember, for this one, run our side, suck in your knees a little bit, stack your hands, and just follow that top hand as you rotate it behind you. Can I do 10 on each for this one? Gonna switch. Here. Go ahead. Four. Five. Six. Seven. 8. Alrighty. And that should do it for today. Any questions before we head out? I'm gonna end this recording.